Hey guys, how's it going? Jeez, the evil glare over here. Welcome back to Thursday evening. We are, of course, in the Space Ape office. We've got some exciting news to share with you guys tonight, which we're going to do at about 7:30, which is in about 20 minutes-ish.
Because we didn't start on time.
Anyways. So as you can see, there's some big news coming, which we're going to chat about in a bit. But first, we want to get to all of our Rival Kingdoms goodness. So yeah, you remember Andrew? He's
Here often.
Here often. This is Tony.
Hello.
Whom you all love. They do. They love
so.
Tony.
But they don't love me.
Well,
It's because I don't give them free stuff.
Yeah, you often
Yeah.
don't give them free stuff.
He doesn't give you free stuff either. He just hides behind me. It's fine. I can handle it.
Anyways, I'm Deborah. Nice to see you guys. Welcome back to some of our usuals, like the Cat King and Theseus and all you guys. Nice to see you, as always. So we're going to go through this weekend's event a little bit, show it off. We'll also talk about the base design contest that's going on, and actually look at some of the work that you guys have already sent in. Yeah, and then we'll do a bit of Q&A, and then move on to our other big thing. Yeah.
Sure.
So, first things first. Okay, yes, and Relic Wars. Obviously.
Yeah, we can answer some questions about
A ton of
Relic
you guys
Wars.
have questions about Relic Wars because the beta just went out today.
Yep.
We'll definitely answer some questions on Relic Wars as well, mostly these guys. But yeah, let's start with the event and then get to Relic Wars.
Sure.
Sound good?
Just an early warning, the Twitch chat is kind of shaky today.
Yes.
So if you guys are asking me tough questions, I'm not purposely ignoring it. There might be some technical issues.
Yes.
Right.
Definitely. No, yeah. If you check out Twitch status, there's something wrong with your chat.
That's right. It's
at the
legit.
moment.
We're not making it
No,
up.
we're not making it up. It's for real. So yeah, that's why. Okay. Let's hop into the game, shall we?
I thought you were going to show the video first.
What?
Yeah.
No, we're gonna talk about the event.
Alright. So the event this weekend will be focusing again around Wukong. Oh, there it is. Image took a bit to load. So this week is the Great Peach Heist. So usually in Rival Kingdoms, we don't get to have too much fun. We're usually pretty serious about our ancients and our events. Like if you read some of the backstories, you know how they're pretty dark, they're pretty grim, like Siku eats people's skin and that kind of thing. So with Wukong, if you know about like the journey to the west, you know that Wukong is kind of like an inspirational character. He's very like energetic, kind of happy, a bit mischievous, a bit of a troublemaker, and he kind of changes over his journey to the west, and he becomes a bit more mature and develops. And so with our Wukong character, he'll be developing, and he's heard a story that to do this, he could eat this peach, which only grows, every X thousand years, kind of thing. And the emperor is tenderly taking care of this single peach and guarding it with imperial guards and having a whole staff of imperial gardeners taking care of it. And Wukong's just gonna like sneak in there and steal it. So that's kind of the backstory that we're going with for this event.
Makes me think of James and the Giant Peach.
Sure. Yeah. So that's.
Well, it's kind of very similar, It's like you're.
But it's not a giant peach. It's just a normal peach, but it's very, very special.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. So, this event will have both a tiered prize component where you can earn additional points and earn some smaller prizes, especially for the lower level players as you work your way up. And then we've created kind of some various benchmarks. So, the first major benchmark, of course, will be receiving some bronze statues through the bronze statue chest. And the second major benchmark will be an additional mithril. And the final benchmark will be to receive the life peach, which will allow you to ascend Wukong to either rare or epic, depending on the current rarity of your Wukong. There will also be a leaderboard component to this event, which will award you an additional mithril if you score into the top 900, as well as varying degrees of statue chests. So you can continue to upgrade your statues,
Close.
working towards that gold or obsidian or whatever your objective may be, as well as getting the coveted mithril. So that is this weekend's event. Yeah.
Sounds like a good one.
Yeah, we like Wukong because, normally we have to be pretty dark and we get to be a bit jovial with him for once, which is nice.
And if you haven't seen James and the Giant Peach, now's your chance.
Okay, we're not pitching James and the Giant Peach. We're pitching Wukong and maybe this stuff to our left, whatever that. I don't know what that is.
I thought you meant Tony.
No, not Tony.
I am to your left, right?
We know what Tony is.
I was like, what? What's wrong with Tony?
Nothing's wrong with Tony.
Oh, cool. I like it.
Yep.
And that one runs till Monday?
Yes.
Yes.
So it'll begin tomorrow at 11 a.m. GMT and end on Monday at 11 a.m. GMT.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Well, speaking of, not really this at all, but we.
Speaking of something that's not relevant at all.
No, it's definitely relevant. I'm just saying it's not necessarily tied to this event. But if you guys want more fun over the weekend, not just an event, but something else. Obviously, the new edit mode came out very recently, and you guys have been putting it to good use, and making some really cool creations and things with it. And because of the release of edit mode, we're running a base design contest on our social media, and you guys have already started sending in like a ton of your creations. There are two ways to enter. One is through creating basically a base that is visually kind of stunning, creating different character designs, that kind of thing. And the other is by coming up with a base that's really good defensively, so strategic-wise. And you guys have until Monday to enter. But we made a little sort of preview vid of that, and we took a look at some of your bases. So we're just going to show it to you now. And if you guys haven't entered, there's still time.
Cool.
So you should. Okay.
That's right.
What's that?
Do what Deb says, or she'll keep hitting us.
I'm nice. Look at this face.
They can't. Oh, they can see us.
They can.
Oh
They
man.
can see us.
Here I thought we weren't on camera.
No, they're always watching. Okay.
It's really creepy.
We'll be right back.
Hey guys, as you all know, we recently released our brand new edit mode. That lets you remove all your buildings in a single click, place buildings quickly and easily from the edit mode inventory, and of course, drag walls to place multiple walls all at once. And so, we're running a base design contest. Now a ton of you have already started sending in your designs. We're looking for creativity or strategic prowess. You have until Monday, so hop on over to our Facebook event now. 5 people from each category will win prizes, as well as 1 extra community-voted base. Up for grabs? 750k gold, 5 battle stones, and 1 rare ancient chest. Jump into edit mode and get creative. We can't wait to see what you guys come up with.
Yeah, so that was the base design contest. We're hoping that more of you guys will take part. There's already so many of them to go through, but it's really cool to see what you guys do with your designs.
I still remember the ones from Halloween.
Yeah,
those
were
good.
so cool. They were definitely very cool. Actually, I saw a spider in this one as well as the last one.
Yes. I hope it's not the same guy because that's kind of lame.
No, this last spider was different. I remember it being different, so yeah, definitely. Anyways, okay, so volume is low. Okay, we'll turn it up, no worries. And in the meantime, if you guys want to start feeding in your questions, because we know that you have them, Tony's got them open. He'll start reading them out, and Andrew will answer. No, I'm kidding. They'll both answer them.
Do you want to take them off the iPad? Because I don't have anything Warsy to show on the iPad, unfortunately.
Yeah, I do. There
All
you go.
right. Oh man, it's very rare for someone to tell us that me and Deb are quiet.
It's true, actually.
I mean,
because usually
normally-
we're so obnoxious.
Normally, all the Europeans are like, "Why are Americans so loud?" And she's like Canada, so she's pretty much American. I mean, might as well be.
Well, there are very many
Yeah,
differences
same-
that are
same
quite
thing.
important.
But usually it's like, could you just European levels? And we're like, what? No.
Let us know if that's better, by the way. I turned up the volume, so if it's good for you guys, let me know.
You guys know Ember Claw's first ability is not spread anymore.
Who's
Yes.
that coming from?
That's from Ilgendorf.
You gotta try to do the names just like me.
Helgendorf. Yes, we are aware that Emberclaw's skill is not spreading properly. That's, I believe, would go out with the next update, a fix for that.
Why did you guys change the way Arena works? We only see high Stronghold 15s and 16s.
Look again.
Have you guys looked
Yes.
in the last 24, 48 hours?
So in the last week, we did find that there was a bug with the arena matchmaking, so that the band of opponents you were looking for was very narrow. And so we widened it again to make sure that you are getting that easy, medium, and hard combination. So it should be fixed today. As soon as you saw Relic Wars go live, the fix for the arena banding should also go live. So check it out.
Amani's spell tower doesn't work great. Is this being worked on?
So Amani's spell tower is probably one of those things where, like, if we make it too good, it's like a razor's edge. Like, if it just we just add a little bit, and then all of a sudden it's overpowered. So right now, it's pretty good, the damage reduction. The healing could use some tweaking, but we are aware of this. We're looking into it. We definitely want to make Amani's tower like something special because some other ancients might use similar mechanics in the future. And so, yeah, we're aware.
When will Bax Attacks ask when will Golgok get rebalanced?
Hey, Bax.
Golgog. Good old
Yeah.
Golgog.
Yeah, so we're looking into that. I think we're looking at a simpler solution that we can get out quicker, but some of the ways we want to fix Golgog probably might require that we do it in the next build. So we're doing a bit of investigation. It is like one of the top thing on our list that you guys are providing us feedback on. So we're definitely aware of it and trying to fix it very soon. It's not going to stay that way permanently. So
No.
a lot of people ask about birds.
Birds.
I don't know they keep
You know
calling
what?
you that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if they don't stop calling them mana hunters, I'm just going to ignore all their questions. They're not birds. They're not mana birds. They're not mana things. They're mana hunters.
I like that they call them birds.
Ah.
I'm with you guys on this one.
To be fair, this is one of those things where, like, the community is very split. Like, in the morning when we get all of our updates from customer support, we'll have like one line will say, "Don't you dare nerf mana hunters," and the next line will say, "Oh my gosh, you have to nerf mana hunters." And so we're very aware that mana hunters right now are pretty much part of the meta of the game, and we did want them to be more important. I mean, that's why we buffed them in the beginning, because we thought they were fun and they were interesting. But it does seem that they are a little too strong right now. So we don't want to nerf mana hunters, but we are looking at how we can try and balance things out a little better.
Sounds good. Hopefully they answer some questions that just came in about mana hunters again. Not too many questions coming in at the moment. I think there's questions around just general balance issues with some ancients being OP. I think the last release we did make a lot of changes. Sometimes it takes time for some of the imbalances to be discovered, and we're slowly changing them as we discover them. And last week we, I think, made 2 changes pretty quickly, but as more come in, Golgog's next on our list. But as you guys discover more and we hear about more, we'll try to resolve them as soon as possible.
I like it.
When and what will the gift button do?
Yeah, a lot of people have been asking that since
Gift
last
button,
week.
gift button. I don't know. Like, I mean,
What could it possibly do?
have you ever given? What is gifts? I don't like. Have you ever given a gift to someone, Dev? I don't know. Like, is this a thing?
I've given a lot of gifts, but
Oh, is that when you give something to someone
I know
else?
that like Andrew wouldn't know what it is because he's like a Grinch.
Well, I mean, like, so many people give me stuff. I don't really, normally that's how
yeah,
it is.
he only knows it in that context versus like actually being the giver.
This is not true. I actually really like giving gifts. So when Christmas rolls around, I usually actually spend a lot of money for the people who matter to me. That's the important thing, like my family and my friends.
I was gonna say, is it just
Deb
yourself?
didn't get anything.
I
but
didn't actually get anything.
No.
Did I not? I got you something.
There's a reason for that.
I know.
More info to come.
Yes.
Sorry to be invasive there,
Yeah.
but you'll know very soon.
It's pretty self-explanatory, to be honest.
Yeah. Will Relic Wars always be on just the top 6 kingdoms?
So the first thing to talk about Relic Wars is that it will not always just be 2 relics. One of the important things to remember is that there will be more relics in the future. So if we have 6 kingdoms per relic, and we have, 20 or 30 more relics, then there's a lot more kingdoms involved. So it's not so much about the size of the kingdoms that are involved as how many relics there will be. We could adjust the number of kingdoms, but we actually really like this format because it gives you that 7-day ban where you have 24 hours of rally, the nice 5 battles, and the 24-hour post period, which really pans out to a nice cadence. I think a lot of players would probably actually be upset if there was 14 kingdoms involved and you have to do 13 battles and it takes 2 weeks to get through Relic League. So yeah, we really like this balance right now. But we'll keep giving us that feedback because if a lot of players feel that way, we will reconsider it. We'll be putting out a lot of surveys and asking questions about Relic Wars as the beta continues.
I like it. Sounds good. And Bax, yes, those gifts will be going towards my dowry.
What?
He said, gift button will fund the dowry for Deb.
What?
Who's dowry? Who's paying a dowry for Deb?
Am I paying my own dowry and then giving it to somebody?
That's really sad. I can't think of
I'm not
many
really
things
sure.
sadder than having to pay your own dowry.
Yeah,
It's not even a dowry then, is it?
it's not. Anyways, thanks, Bax. Right, so we'll take a couple more questions, but we've got Nick in the back standing on standby, ready to talk about our new game soon.
He's nonchalantly ignoring us right now.
He is, yeah. So we'll take a couple more questions, and then we're going to switch over. So yeah, Raul, go ahead. Oh, you've done it already.
Cool. So Bax Attacks asks, when will Relic Wars go live for real? Can Kingdoms bid on more than one relic? So we're currently in beta, so based on what feedback we get and learnings we get from you guys playing it, we'll determine what changes we want to make, if any, and that'll determine how long it takes between the beta and the full launch. So if everything goes smoothly, it'll go live very soon after, but if there are some big changes and things we need to fix, then it'll take a bit longer. Sorry, I can't give you a definite answer.
Yeah.
That's the point of a beta, it's just for us to learn about what you guys don't like about the feature.
Well, the beta is 4 weeks, so it's not going to be any sooner than that. As for the number of relics and bidding and the quantity, so there's actually going to be, you really will have to choose which relic you want to bid on and which one you want to buy for. So if you want to make an active decision that this is the relic you're going after, the one that makes you, either you're happy with a lower tier relic or you're really you have to have that top one, you have to compete, and you guys are smashers, Hoplite, these guys, Dragons. I know you guys want to compete for the top one, and so it's going to be it's a decision on your kingdom. You guys need to decide what you want to go for, and we actually want to put that power in your hands. And so it's not like we tell you every weekend there will be an event. We're not going to do that with Relic Wars. Relic Wars is up to you guys. If you want to bid on a higher tier relic, that's your prerogative. If you want to go for a lower tier one, that's fine as well. So it's really up to you guys to decide how ambitious and how involved you want to be.
There's a question by Ra Henry. Will Charmy be back soon?
Hey, Charmy.
Charmy is right there.
She's right there.
Charmy, you want to come on?
Kind of wave?
You want to come on? You never said goodbye.
It's a real question.
It's true.
Perfect timing.
Gotta give the people what they want. Sarah can struggle with the fire extinguisher herself.
You're gonna have to really lean over Deb to get into the shot.
You gotta be
Sense my presence.
over here. Yeah, they can sense it.
Almost there.
There she is.
Hi, Charmy. How are you?
What's up, Charmy?
I'm wearing a ponytail. I swore I'd never wear a ponytail on screen ever again.
She did. Even though I really like her with a ponytail. Guys,
I hate it.
what do you think? Survey says ponytail, yay. Yeah. They like the ponytail, I have no doubt.
Hey guys.
So Charmy, when are you gonna join us again on stream?
I don't know. When are you gonna let me?
What? That's crazy talk.
You know you're always allowed on
I'm
stream.
blaming you.
Yeah, I know. This is the shifting blame.
See, this is the
part
thing.
Of the stream.
What was it? It was last week where we invited Charmy on and she blew us off.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was because we wanted to have a whole goodbye Charmy
I don't
thing,
remember that.
and she didn't.
I
want to
have
be
no
on.
memory of this.
Right.
You said, I have to go cook, and you walked out, and me and Deb were eating pizza.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Oh yeah, so I ordered
Yeah.
this service called Gusto. Oh, I'm giving them free advertising.
Yeah, you should get some money now. You
And
should
they
email
send
them and
me-
tell them.
They send me 2 recipes a week with about 4 portions of food, and if I don't cook it, it goes bad.
Yeah. So, Charmy prefers to eat her food over Beyond Stream for you guys.
Yeah.
Heard it
So
here first.
selfish.
Because I paid for it, alright?
Well, I
I
don't know
like
if
how
that's
they
of
spell
any concern.
my name with a Y.
With a Y? Yeah.
Charmy.
Yeah, her name is see look, Bax got it. Charmy and Vicky are the same person, never seen them together.
That's
Wow.
racist.
That's
Wow.
racist.
I don't think he means it that way.
Also, I don't have Vicky's vocabulary.
Her
One
colorful
day-
vocabulary.
Yeah.
Her colorful vocabulary.
I don't know, Vicky behaves really well on stream.
Oh, really?
Does.
Oh,
It's
you guys
terrible.
don't know.
You guys don't know the
You guys
real
Like,
don't
if
know.
she would just be herself on stream, you would all be so shocked.
Yeah,
So shocked.
it's true.
We have to censor quite a bit.
Oh, yeah. We probably get emails from Twitch saying, what?
Exactly.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Say bye to Charmy, everybody.
I love you.
And then
And, yeah. Say hi to... Yeah. I don't know.
I saw a question I
well,
wanted
that's
to
an
yell at.
excellent segue because we've got a new person coming on stream.
Wait, no, I have to yell at a question.
What's that?
So from Hitman45, why so many chests and events? How about guaranteed prizes? There's like 1 or 2 chests out of like 12 prizes. Are you kidding me, man? Seriously? Like, we've heard this feedback
Somebody
before.
needs to balance him out.
I know.
Like...
On that note, Nick, come on in.
Is Nick just gonna lie across
I know.
all of us?
Come on, Nick. It's,
Yeah, Nick, come
You're
back.
up. So yeah, we're inviting in Nick, who you would have known from before. I'm just gonna shove down.
Wait, this
No, you
is...
don't have to leave. You just shove down.
No, seriously?
Shove over.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, this
There we
is
go.
awful.
It's like
this
a
is
nice
not,
little sandwich.
This is not... Oh,
It's not great. Is it?
Oh my.
It's fine.
This is
I'm so glad you're here, Nick.
so comfortable.
I am so glad you're here.
Yeah, me
Thanks.
too. I'm
Thanks.
glad to be here.
So I thought that they would like switch off, but we're all just gonna stay here.
We were
Yeah.
about to
Oh, yeah.
leave, and you're
Just
like, no, no,
disconnect.
don't leave, don't leave.
She didn't want to be left
Anyways.
alone. She was like, no.
Yeah.
No,
I
Transformers.
get
no.
lonely.
Yeah, pretty
Okay. Right. So we're not gonna keep you waiting any longer. We're gonna chat a little bit about our brand new game that's coming out. So this is not just our game; it is ours and Backflips and Hasbro's, and we're pretty excited.
Don't look at
about
me,
it.
look at
I'm
this.
looking at this.
Oh, okay.
He's so
Look at this
self-centered.
guy. Well, you're like looking at...
I'm looking at the poster. Anyway, so first off, before we start talking, but by the way, this is Nick. You probably already know Nick because he used to be on our IP streams.
Yeah.
Just say hi.
Hello. It's been 6 months.
Exactly. But yeah, let's chat a little bit about the new game after we show them the trailer.
The trailer. It's a sick trailer.
Yeah, it's
It was
really,
a good
it's
trailer.
really, really good.
Especially the end.
Yeah. Ooh, so good. Okay, we'll be right
Yeah.
back. Enjoy.
Autobots, roll out!
Such heroic nonsense. You won't be so lucky next time.
How many times have you had to
Okay,
watch that trailer?
and we are back. So that was our trailer for our brand new game that is coming very, very, very soon. We're all really, really excited about it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a huge Transformers fan. I mean, I used to watch the cartoons as a kid with my brother, with my older brother, so it kind of takes me back. I've always been an Optimus girl myself, but I feel like maybe this time around I'm gonna become a Decepticon supporter.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Decepticons, not necessarily the nicest people, but they've definitely got the most interesting storyline. And their characters, while not so wholesome, are quite funny. Especially Starscream and Megatron in their interactions. Mainly because Starscream's more like a 14-year-old who gets disciplined a lot.
And if you guys are wondering, so this game basically is more of like an ode to the G1 Transformers that you guys probably knew as kids. And they sort of stay true to those characters that you probably would have. A lot of you would have
So no
grown
Michael
up
Bay.
with. What's that?
So no Michael Bay.
No. So
This is the Transformers of our childhood, updated for a modern audience.
Exactly.
It's not Michael Bay. Michael Bay has his own great thing. But this is for you people who came as kids and had the toys and the cartoons and want to see something like that in that style, but modernized. And that's what we have.
Exactly. And obviously, like, one of the big things and one of the really important things is because everybody loves all those characters, is to try to stay true to those characters in the game. So we've made, everybody who's worked on this made a huge effort to sort of try to stay true to that brand and those characters that you guys all know and love. And we've even got, some of the original voice actors in there. And Simon Furman, who's written a lot of the comics. Yeah, he's also written for the game. So, a lot of that is in there. And we're really, really excited about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, you're like, why are you looking at me?
There was a question in chat. Dinobots? Question mark?
Dinobots?
Yeah, and while I was doing that, I'll get the game ready.
Gosh, I don't know about Dinobots. There might be some Dinobots. Maybe your favorite Dinobite. I actually wish we had Adam, our designer, here. He does an excellent Grimlock impression.
He does.
Truly, truly spectacular.
Oh my gosh.
Which you will get to hear at one point. So this tonight we're just sort of doing a little quick preview of the game to show you what it's all about. We'll show off some of the Transformers in game in the showroom so you can see them transform. And then next week we're gonna do a solid Transformer stream, and we'll have Chris here as well, who's sort of I guess the lead on the game. And who knows, maybe Nick will join us again. He doesn't know this yet. I'm just saying it now.
No, please. Oh my God.
So that'll be really cool. We'll have a whole hour dedicated just Transformers, so you can get all your questions ready for next week, which is cool. Yeah, but I think maybe we should jump to the game. Unless, Tony, if you see any questions come up, just fire them our way.
We'll do.
Okay.
Question time.
They're just talking about Grimlock now.
What's that?
Grimlock is awesome. I mean, the transformation itself. I don't know if you guys had the toy ever, but his sort of like whole body rotates around, and his arms are were his main feet. So he does this like flip as he comes through, and all of that is in the game, pretty much exactly as you would have seen the toy transform. And it's you can zoom in all the way on it. We have a showroom where you can look at your guys who you've collected and tap on them to transform, and we'll show that later. And it's just a really cool experience watching that happen with all the little sound effects from the show and all the things that you think of when you think back to those days.
Definitely. And I guess like even the robots, I mean, the characters are even sort of present in the way that they fight, right? So even you've got like, Starscream is going to be more of like a support aerial, and you've got Optimus who's sort of more like a tank who goes in close. So all of that is in there. I think Nick is anxious to actually see the game.
Or to leave. One of the two.
I'm anxious to get comfortable somehow.
They can't see you over there.
We're not about comfort on the stream.
No.
We're about awkwardness and
We are.
belligerent and
It's like,
Shaq? What's that?
there's just one question. One question.
Sorry. Will there be a Megatron Ancient for RK? Is that what you meant?
no, just there won't be. Just to answer that.
So Hasbro owns the rights to Transformers. We're working with Hasbro, and we're in close partnership. But it's very unlikely that we'd see crossover between the two games for a number of reasons. Although it's always possible that something down the line happens. But for this point in time, I'd say these are two separate games and two separate worlds.
So I assume you mean the one from Exceed 80. So we've got the stream running on our Space Ape Games stream, and then obviously also on our Transformers Earth Wars stream. So you can watch it on either, watch it on both. Start following both, because we're always going to basically team them up. And of course, we're also streaming on YouTube. So if you guys have questions on YouTube, let me know, because we'll also be answering those. Yeah, lots of different ways to watch, guys. Just trying to keep up with all of your.
We'll see if Deb's laptop can handle it.
My what?
Laptop.
Laptop.
It's doing fine. Yeah.
For now.
For now, they're so optimistic. Anyways, we've got a lot of other info to throw at you guys at the end of the stream as well about how you can find out more and get involved and all that jazz. But yeah, maybe let's answer Exceed's question and then hop into the game. So Exceed was asking
About Magnus.
about
Which
Magnus.
I believe is... anyway, the fact of the matter is, as we go forward, we're going to be adding characters. Every month there'll be new characters. There are a lot of people in the office who are fans of Magnus, Ultra Magnus. A lot of fans of Hot Rod and Rodimus Prime and characters from the 80s movies. These guys are on the slate. They will come in at some point. I don't have specific details about that. But initially we're going with about 18 Autobots and 18 Decepticons, of which there's a nice little mix. And we're going to move from there and always add new characters. And I guarantee you, a year down the line, there will be Magnus in the game.
Okay. Let's hop into the game
All right, go ahead and play.
and take it. What? No, you're the expert here.
Oh, I'm not an expert.
You should
I
know
just-
by now that Deb is like terrible at
Deb
this
is
game.
Deb is gonna rock this game. It's still in development,
All
so
right.
obviously it's a work in progress. But I'm sure she can do fine.
These guys are always trying to throw me under the bus. It's like a non-stop. All right, here we go. So, this is the game. As you can see, it is really, really pretty to look at. Also, I find like the detail is really, really cool. Obviously, at the beginning of the game, I don't know if it's obvious or not, but you guys are going to get to choose whether you want to join the Autobots or the Decepticons. Right now we're at the Decepticon lair, which is, yeah, really cool. You got all your Transformers walking around. They have little catchphrases and things that they say. And Simon Furman, he's got some of his Furmanisms, as he likes to call them, that are actually present in the game as well. Like it never ends, things like that.
One thing you'll notice is obviously there's a similarity between this and Arcade. They are a very similar type of game, but one thing about this game that Arcade doesn't have is the fact that it is full 3D. And so you can do things like this, really interesting camera work where you come in and you can actually get right in with the characters and see them walking around the world and see that the world itself is 3D and that there's shadows and lighting and these characters look really great. And so this is something that we will that's in the game right now that we're not using to its fullest extent, but over time will make this game feel much more alive than Arcade could.
Yeah, agreed. Very cool. No, I don't want to remove that. Go away. Oh no! No!
Deb is good at game.
Another thing I find really cool is the dropship that sort of gets incorporated into the scenery, which is really, really neat. Okay, that's the dropship, but I mean like the Decepticon ship.
Yeah, and
okay.
if you guys remember the 80s cartoon, some of these things will look familiar. Some of these locations might look familiar.
Definitely.
There's definitely some things we've taken from that. The gameplay, in terms of what each of these do, they're unique. They're different. All the weapons and defenses do different things. But if you played Arcade, eventually you're gonna see the similarities, and you're gonna understand how to play this game. But it's really in the attack and the fact that each of these characters, there are no random troops, there are no flying birds or whatever Andrew really likes. There are characters, and these characters have full backstories, and there's a lot of history to them that Hasbro has, and they have unique personalities and unique abilities. And you'll see that in battle, that instead of one ancient with 3 spells, you have, up to 8 different Transformers characters with up to 8 different abilities that you can then deploy in the battle. Before we hop into battle, though, I
want to show the showroom.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for
stealing your thunder.
interrupting.
That's what I do best. Right. Okay, so, sorry, am I in that place? Yeah, no, I let's have a look-see.
So here you can see the showroom, which is sort of just a great place for you to play with your Transformers toys. One of the things we really wanted to get a sense of was that these were the toys. I mean, these models are based on some of the original toys. They do things the way the toys do, so you always want to be able to come in here, look at your toys, and actually get them to do things like transform. And some of them have awesome transformations. This is Hook. Many people will probably recognize the green color and know that it means something. I'm not going to say what that means for those of you who don't, but be aware that, yes, there are, 5 other bots who may or may not share his color scheme. They may not do anything yet, but there is that possibility in the near future.
Subtle.
Yeah, real subtle.
Yeah.
And for some of you who are already playing,
And it's going to be devastating.
Now who interrupted who? For some of you who are lucky enough to already be playing in Australia, for example, your showroom might still look a little different because this one is still in development. So we've added some sort of extra nice little touches where you can zoom in on your characters, and there's really neat sort of light reflections and that kind of thing in there as well. Yeah, let's get another one.
Yeah, and you can go look through your whole group of guys. So here we have Swindle, who's a nice little military truck, who also has a cool transformation.
Definitely.
Skywarp. I actually really like the aerial bots. Well, this is not technically an aerial bot. These are Decepticon airplanes, but they're all cool. And some of you who have the toys know that Skywarp, Thundercracker, and Starscream are very sort of similar sorts of airplanes with their own paint colors and stuff like that. But we've also tried to add a little bit of differentiation in their personalities and their transformations. So even though the toys might be exactly the same from the outside, these guys are slightly different when you put it all together.
I think what's really neat about these ones especially is how when they're in the showroom and they're stationary, like they kind of hover. They hover back and forth like a real plane. They don't just sort of sit there, which I think is a really, really neat touch to make it all that more sort of lifelike.
Pineapple Reaper asks,
Shockwave doesn't.
No, I know.
Question, is there a way to get Decepticons when I choose Autobots?
So at the moment, the only way to do that is to create a new account on another device. But that feature, which is highly requested, is on the roadmap for some point. I can't guarantee when that'll happen, but it will be coming. So there will be some ability to have both an Autobot and Decepticon base in the future.
So yeah, I've got Megatron here, naturally one of the big ones. And one thing you will start off with here in the game actually is a campaign, and depending which side you choose, it'll be either to get Optimus or Megatron.
Correct.
Correct. Yeah. I kind of want to see a show in the chat of just like hashtag Autobot or hashtag Decepticon to see where our audience lies. I'm really curious. Which side would you choose? Which side are you on? And maybe like who's your favorite character? Curious about that as well. Anyways, yeah, we'll go through a few more transformations and then we'll hop into battle. I mean, maybe Nick will do one, or maybe he'll force me to. We'll see.
We all know the answer to this.
Yes, we do.
Oh god, I'm gonna lose again.
Sigh. Not necessarily. You don't know. Exceed's asking, will we get an option to change the bot textures to the cel-shaded ones you had before?
So, I don't really understand the question. We didn't actually have cel-shaded textures before. So, you may have had a really cool bug, maybe? But these are the textures we're going with. This is obviously a high-end device, and there are lower-end, sort of smoother textures on lower-end devices because of performance issues. But in terms of the full experience is this high-texture, high-definition model that you see on this device with this lighting, which is, really awesome lighting and cool effects visually.
Definitely. Very cool. Okay, I'm gonna hop out so we can do a battle. It's happening.
This will be fun.
What's that?
This will be fun.
They're all so evil. I don't know why.
You know exactly why.
Yeah. No, I don't. Hitman 485 is asking, do both sides have equal troops, strengths, abilities, get different names?
So both sides have the same number of troops. Obviously, they're completely different troops because they are just different characters. We've tried to keep parity initially in the Autobots and Decepticons so that, for example, there will be a scout class parity, basically, so that there are classes in this game. Scouts and scouts, we try to keep the number the same. But as we release new troops, we're not going to be held to that. So theoretically, over time, there could be some differentiation. As we get more and more bots, obviously, we'll try and keep things balanced, keep things fresh, and make sure that the new bots are balanced with the old bots, or the old bots get updates if the new bots are more powerful. But the idea is that you want to collect all the bots, you want to have all their different abilities and all their different situations, and especially with these bots, we've added a star system so that you can get Starscream right away. We don't want to make sure he's super, super rare because we want you to play with all the characters, but he's not the best Starscream there is. There's going to be a better Starscream out there, and you're going to be able to unlock more powerful versions of the same characters, which will help you make further progress in the battles and do better in PvP and alliance play. And obviously Deb's doing just fine.
Completely as expected.
Yeah. Though there were a lot of, she took care of him. Huh. As you can see, there's this beam cannon that's firing. It's actually one of my favorite weapons. It's pretty cool looking. She seems to be doing fine with it. That's not the full visual effect, so it seems like it might be a little bit bugged on this one. But it can be incredibly powerful, and watching one of your troops get basically taken down by a beam cannon is one of the scariest / most rewarding things once you figure out how to take it out and destroy it before it can hurt you too bad.
I think she's gonna win.
She's gonna win.
What?
How disappointing.
Ha ha ha. I don't think it's disappointing at all. I'm pretty excited about it.
So we should say that this is beta matchmaking right now, and it's probably a lot easier than it will be.
Okay.
These are like automated accounts.
Yeah. This isn't a real challenge. No. We all know that.
Anyways. Oh, check that out. Epic victory. What do you know?
Oh, one of the most important things to note is actually the win condition for this is different from Arcade. So you may be saying, oh, this is very similar to Arcade, look at that. But actually, unlike Arcade, where you win and you then try and, by destroying the command center and then try and get all the gold and all the whatnot afterwards, here it's a winner take all. If you destroy the command center, everything else on the screen blows up, the battle's over, and you win. If you don't destroy the command center, you've lost. So it's going to be interesting to see how this changes how people make their bases, what new strategies they have, and what it takes to really get the wins in this game versus what the accepted strategies are in Arcade.
Is there Pineapple Regrets? Is there something like a guild or alliances?
There are alliances. They are based on the Arcade system, but we're updating them more or less to be a bit more mass, a bit more casual. The projects are going to take a back seat. The roles are going to take a back seat. What we're going to focus on is that tight social experience, sharing bots for battles with your alliance mates, going to war and chatting it up, and keep it really simple for the initial feature set.
Mm-hmm. Maybe, so I'm just going through the campaign that I was talking about before. So this is the one to get Megatron, because I'm on the Decepticon side. And the nice thing about this game as well is obviously there are a lot of Transformers fans who might not be that, comfortable or know RTS games that well. But it's really easy to hop into even if you are not that familiar with the genre. Maybe you want to do this battle whilst I share some info with them in the chat.
So this is obviously the first tutorial battle. Not going to be the most challenging of battles. It's taking you through your abilities. So this is showing you that you have Bludgeon here. Bludgeon is a warrior, and he has the Rush In ability. Rush In transforms Bludgeon. First off, time slows down when you're picking your abilities, so you don't have to have such a a hurried one. This is a pause because it's a full tutorial. You pick his ability. He transforms. He is shielded while he rams through the wall and goes straight to his target and engages it. Now, there's going to be a problem with this tutorial because she's actually using a much higher level account, and it doesn't work because it thinks Starscream should be here. And you don't have Starscream, and this is completely...
Well, that's okay. In the meantime, like I said, there's a bunch of stuff to share with you guys. Yeah, it's all right.
With matchmaking, are you always matched against the other faction, Nick?
Matchmaking, you are always against the other faction. So, Autobots fight Decepticons. That is the world they are in. That is the lore we are a part of, and that means that as a so this is going to be a problem. As a world, this is a fight of Autobots versus Decepticons, ostensibly good versus evil, but we don't want to put labels on people who like Decepticons, like myself, because they're they're good on their own way. I think the Decepticons are cooler, so I'm gonna just stick with that, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
No one was questioning you, Nick.
Yeah, we're the
Don't
good
get so
guys.
defensive.
We're the good guys.
You just don't understand our point of view. That's it.
So
You just said you were going to be Decepticon as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, it is always
Okay.
like,
Got it.
you know, you're on the side of the Autobots, but it's like, well, maybe they have just as valid a reason. That's what Civil War is like, isn't it?
So that also suggests that guilds and alliance are also faction-based.
The guilds and alliances are faction-based, so it's definitely, if you're a Decepticon, you're going to be with other Decepticons, your alliance is Decepticon, and you fight Autobot alliances in the Earth War, hence the Transformers Earth Wars. This is you and your alliance versus the other alliances out there.
So I'm just putting in the pre-reg link for you guys into all the different chats. So for those of you who are not in, Australia, you can pre-register for the game now. Let me do that here. How's that working out for you?
It seems like it's working.
Cool. That's the PTR.
PTR, the public test room.
Is that what it stands for? I didn't
Yep.
even know that.
Yes, it does.
Nice. Team Optimus Primal. I like it.
Beast Wars. Yes, we may actually
That's a
get
good-
Beast Wars in eventually, but I can't guarantee it. But I was a huge Beast Wars fan when I was a kid, so I would love to see Optimus Primal. That would be awesome.
I used to always watch Beast Wars on YTV, which,
Is that a Canadian thing?
yeah,
Canadian thing.
Yeah.
it's like the Canadian children's channel.
Probably
Used
means
to-
she also got it like 2 years after us.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Used to watch Beast Wars and like one of the other ones, good ones like Goosebumps. Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Wow, I remember Are You Afraid of the Dark? Wow, taking me way back.
Yeah, all really good stuff. Nice, Calyptic. Thanks for registering.
Modular Boat asks if you're in Australia, what do you do exactly? So Deb's just shared the URL. Actually, no, that's the pre-reg link, but you can go straight to the App Store.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Australia and New Zealand, we're live, both iOS and Android. You can go to the Play Store or the App Store, download. It's Transformers Earth Wars. Yeah, it should be 100% working and ready to go.
Yeah.
Nothing to say about
It's
that.
easy as
Australia and
that.
New Zealand, live.
I'll share that link with you guys again in a second. But it's also on, so depending on which channel you're in, if you're watching on Space Ape right now, you can go to our Transformers Twitch channel. Basically, we're always going to host both, so it doesn't matter which one you're watching on. But there's also a pre-register button on that site. And I'll just put it right here. And Raul is just sharing some of our social media links with you guys as well, where you guys can stay up to date. There you go. So yeah, start following that one as well as Space Ape because yeah, like I said, we'll use them both. And let's see what else. Another big thing that's happening this weekend is Toy Fair. So that's in New York, and it is what it sounds like. It's a toy fair, and we're also
Kind of
doing
like gifting.
kind of like gifting. Yeah, maybe gifting toys. It all kind of.
I mean, they're all exactly what they sound like.
He's still bitter.
I'm not bitter.
What was the problem with gifting? People don't understand.
There's a menu in game that says the word gift on it, and they ask every week, what is gift? And it's when you give something to someone.
His eyes are starting to twitch. But anyways, so like I said, Toy Fair this weekend. So some of our community people are going, as well as some of our YouTubers. We've got like Master V's going, and the Game Hunter, and Sarcasm, and three of the biggest fan sites as well. We're gonna hook up with while we're over there for Transformers. So that should be really exciting. And stay tuned to social media for some photos and things from that as well. Our gal Jody's over there. She's flying out really early tomorrow morning. Yeah. And I will share said social media sites with you again, just in case. And let me know if you are ready. Yeah?
Ready?
Cool. Nick's ready for a battle. There we go.
I've been battling.
Oh, he's been battling.
Yeah, I didn't realize I was waiting for you guys, so I've just
No,
been
you
playing the
didn't- you
game
didn't-
because you know what? I kind of like it. It's kind of a good game.
Yeah, you're allowed.
By the way, one thing I have not mentioned is all of those Transformer and their transformations or changing form. That's how the abilities work. So every ability transforms that Transformer, except for the ones that don't transform, like Shockwave here. But if I can get enough ability points, here we go. This is a Ram ability for Bludgeon. You're gonna see he's gonna transform again. Boom, does his thing. Starscream would do the same thing. He would transform into jet form, fly around and blow some stuff up. And who doesn't like that?
Yeah, I do.
I'm so shocked that there's Transformers that don't transform. I clearly have not watched enough Transformers.
Well, to be fair, Shockwave does transform. He just transforms into a gun. So it's a little hard to understand how a gun would kind of find its way around on the... You know, he's like a
he just
pistol.
falls to the ground and can't do anything.
Well, no, it's like the original Megatron for, you know, he transforms and he changes size, so he actually gets really tiny.
He's like,
and then someone else
and
picks
then
him up
someone
as
else,
a gun,
yeah.
and it's kind of like, it's cool, kind of.
I think when I was watching the cartoon as a kid, that was always like the weirdest part for me. I was like, why is he... Anyways. I mean,
She can't even finish.
Why did he get so small?
no, I loved... I mean, I think that was just sort of another extra fun, quirky bit that was added. It's just, yeah,
By the way,
it's one
Tank
of those
Megatron's
things.
so much better than Gun Megatron. I don't even want to argue with anyone about that, but if you have thoughts about that are different, keep it to yourself, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
Keep it to yourself. But yeah.
So what's great is like Nick is making me look warm-hearted.
Well, aren't you? I always thought we were very similar.
They are. So with their they're like these weird doppelganger.
We're
type
called
of,
Americans, and it's not nothing
Yeah,
weird
but
about
it's
it.
like they both do very similar
You
things.
realize you're sitting on a
They're
couch
both,
with 3 Americans
they're
right
both
now.
They're both American.
It's all North America
But Tony's
here.
got
Yeah,
his
it
like
is.
he's got his own presence.
Whoa,
You know, he's
what are
got
you trying
his
to say?
own-
We don't have our own
That's
president?
Well, you guys
up,
have
man.
the same presence.
That's messed up.
Wow, that is messed up.
Is she being racist right now?
I think she is.
I think she is.
Okay. Anyways,
Doesn't
yeah,
deny
bye,
it.
Calyptic. We will see you next week. So yeah, we're just about to wrap up. We just want to give you guys a quick sneak peek. There's tons more to come. Naturally, like I said, the game isn't out yet for everybody. It's in beta for Australia and New Zealand. Is that right?
Yep.
So if you are in Australia and New Zealand, go ahead and grab it and have a play. If you are not, then head to our pre-reg site and get ready. And also check out our social media sites, because we will keep you up to date and informed about all things Transformers. And tune in next week, because like I said, we'll have Chris, who's the lead on the game. He'll be here to chat about Transformers. Bring all your questions.
Yep, and he is a Transformers expert. I know
Yeah.
some stuff about Transformers. This guy lives, breathes, bleeds Transformers.
He can do some amazing sound effects.
Yeah,
Here.
he can even transform. Change form. Sorry.
He can
Keep doing that.
Okay, so thanks for tuning in, you guys. Oh, for all of you guys who are asking for more arcade questions, I don't know if you guys have an extra couple minutes, because then we're gonna stop the Transformers stream and answer a couple more arcade questions, and then we'll be out.
Sure.
And that means I'm out.
What's that?
I'm out.
Oh, can we please scoot over now?
What's that? No, we have to stay
I'm free.
exactly like this. No. All right.
You're
I'm switching
very
over.
actually quite difficult to move.
Don't know what that means, but thanks anyways. So yeah.
She's like made of lead or something.
What?
All right, arcade questions, quick. I'm tired.
There's
He's
one.
tired. She's tired.
There's one.
Whoa,
Can we
easy.
know what we can gift with the gift button?
You can
Okay.
gift gifts.
So yeah, thanks to everybody who is tuning in on the. Just 1 second. Everyone who's tuning in on the Transformers Earth Wars stream, we're going to cut that one now. But if you're interested in arcade, then either stay with us on the Space Ape stream or hop on over to the Space Ape stream for some arcade. Cool. Thanks. Bye,
See you
guys.
soon. More Transformers.
Arcade question: will the mithril ability?
Whoa, we're still on the gift one. Hold on.
Oh, you're
Yeah, so like, if you have things you would like to gift other people, let us know. All right, now we can move on.
Will the mithril ability on Skywatchers be changing anytime soon?
I believe there are some additions to Skywatcher Mithril in the works. Alex has been mulling some around. We have to do some play tests to make sure that they're not too OP, they're not too underwhelming. But yeah, we are looking into some additional benefits. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Any more questions?
There is one from Wills Viana. He's asking about Arena. Please correct the fighting arena.
Yes, Wills. It is fixed. Your kingdom shall be happy. Go
Okay.
forth and defeat your opponents in arena.
Okay.
Okay.
Somebody said that gift in German actually means poison.
No, it's the game. It's English, so I'm sorry. No. I mean, if I actually, from my perspective, I think it'd be kind of cool if you could send gifts that were poison. Like if I could send negative 10,000 gold to Deb, I totally would. But that's kind of like very negative and toxic. So we try to foster a more positive atmosphere in the game.
Yeah.
If we don't win the bid at Relic Wars, we will not get refunded gold rings.
All right. So Relic Wars. During the rally phase, which is when you are bidding and contributing rings or gold depending which relic you're bidding on, if you are not one of the top 6 kingdoms that will be participating in the league at the end of the bidding phase, you will receive all of your donations back. But the top 6 kingdoms won't, because that's essentially the cost to participate in Relic League.
By the way, I think we're hosting on the Transformers side again. We're just gonna say bye, because unless you're into arcade, you want to enjoy this. But thank you for tuning in. And Raul, yes, now you can unhost. And like I said, you can hop over to Space Ape Games if you're interested in arcade. Otherwise, we'll see you next week.
Sorry, Transformers guys.
Okay.
More Transformers come soon.
Bye.
What is up with the numeral letters? So I think the best answer is to go to the wiki, the Rival Kings wiki. But basically, they denote your honor band. And I don't know, I didn't memorize all the actual bands, so I can't show that to you now. But if you go to the wiki, I believe we do have a table that shows what your band and what the border color represents for you.
I think it goes, so the main colors are bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and then kind of like a bluishy, like orichalcum type color. And the Roman numerals are saying where you fall within that color range. So if you're a bronze 5, that's different than being a bronze 3. But yeah, it's very well explained on the wiki, and we are also looking into additional menus to help explain this in the game more clearly.
Cool.
If you donated more gold than you can store, does it go into the inventory?
Yes. Yes, it should. So part of the beta is to make sure that things like that work and that it makes sense and it doesn't break the game and that you can continue to enjoy the game in the future. So this is why we're doing 4 weeks of beta, is to find and make sure that things like if you donate 20 million gold and you can only store 5 million gold, that it does properly pay out, go to your inventory, make sense, and work.
What happens if, say, a kingdom is a top kingdom in both gold and ring bidding? That can't happen, right?
No, so when the relics enter rally phase, which is when you're allowed to bid on them, your kingdom has to choose, and this should be kind of a collective thing between your king, your lord, and everyone else in the kingdom. And you kind of decide which relic do we want to go for. For the beta, we only really differentiated the shield and this book initially between rings and gold. And once you decide which one you want to go for as a kingdom, your king or lords will enter the rally, and you can begin bidding. So one kingdom shouldn't be able to dominate all of them. Actually, one kingdom cannot dominate all of them.
Can you please put the kingdom raid morale back in the game?
Yes, it'll be in the next client update.
All right. How you feel about that? Good?
Yep.
Yup. All right. We are going to wrap it up. Unless, Tony, you got something else?
Nope, I think we covered all the main questions that I see on here.
Excellent news. Okay.
Cool.
So for Relic Wars, there's like this really long news feed that you should read if you're really curious about the details and the questions, because it is a large feature, it's really involved, and your kingdom really should discuss amongst each other and make decisions as a team. And if you're curious how everything works, there's a very long news feed. And our lovely Matt also put up a really nice page on the Wikipedia as well. And if you have questions, comments, concerns, we will be posting a survey at the end of this first Relic League, which will be the first opportunity for you to voice your opinions, whether you did or did not participate in the Relic Wars. And then week 2, week 3, week 4, we'll also be putting up surveys and kind of changing up our questions depending on what we see in feedback. So we really like this whole beta is about getting your feedback. So be sure that when those surveys go up, that you do voice your opinions, because this is your chance to influence how Relic Wars will shape out to be in the future.
Good.
Good.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, send your feedback. Do the survey. Get involved.
Yep.
Tell them your stuff. All right. Thanks again. Modular Boat, did you have a question? I'm not sure. Fill out the survey, though. But yes, obviously you can also email support. Go for it. I missed the beginning of that, so.
I don't know. I didn't see it either.
Me neither.
I didn't see this
Ah, okay. I applied for our KVIP. How long will I expect to wait to be accepted? Yeah, that is
That really varies, I suppose.
not a question for us.
Yeah, that would depend a lot on volume and time and things like that. And Nick is standing behind the camera
We got
on
a
a
new toy in
hoverboard.
the office. You want to come around? So we
No,
can see
no,
it.
please don't. Please don't.
What? They won't.
No, like there's cables and cups.
Oh, just come around this way. You can go right by the sign. Oh
no.
He's rolling away.
I kind of want him to crash right now. Is that
No, you
terrible?
don't. You have to like roll this way and then roll by where the banner is.
So, if you ever wanted to hate someone for doing something, it's for riding. See, they can't see the hoverboard.
They can't, but they can see him.
No, it's so weird when he's just like floating and turning.
Okay, now hover away.
I'm trying, but
Uh-oh.
too many cups in the way.
Uh-oh.
There he goes. So yeah, now we've got scooters and hoverboards. Okay.
We're a very serious company.
Okay. Oh, it's perfect timing because the fan has just come on. So.
Oh no.
Yeah, we are gonna bounce, but we will see you guys soon.
Before this thing explodes.
Yeah, before the fan in the background explodes on everybody. But yeah, like I said, next week, make sure you tune in because we're gonna have a bunch more of T-Rex. And then, in 2 weeks' time, we've got a super fun thing happening that is, these guys don't even know about. That's how fun it is.
I don't
Because
have
these
to
guys
do
aren't that much
anything,
fun.
right?
They're like, fun? What? No, I'm kidding.
I don't have to do anything, right?
I don't know. Maybe we'll see. I haven't really. Anyways, we're having.
Are we both sick 2 weeks from now? I think
no,
we're.
I don't think so. We're having a thing in the office called a Soho Social. We are based in Soho, which is a part of town in London. And during that Soho Social, we basically invite a bunch of people from the gaming community in London into our studio, and we have a party. And during that party, we're also going to have
Something super cool. It's actually really cool.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
lot of
actually
fun.
kind of excited
yeah,
about
great.
it. It's
Where our
really
whole
neat.
office is being like transformed, and we're also gonna have a stream that night. That way, you guys can come. And there's going to be. Can you hear that in the background? The fans. It's crazy.
It's gonna get louder.
Yeah, it's gonna get louder and louder. But yeah, we're gonna have a sort of beat the bass contest where you guys at home get to play, and people who are attending
You just like
in the office get to
spoiled
play.
it, man. You just spoiled it.
Pretend you didn't hear that.
What is this? Oh my gosh.
It's just what they're getting ready
Man,
for.
man.
There's more yet to come.
If you ever wanted to beat Dev, stream 2 weeks. Just me like way down there.
Hey, I'll be like busy showing everybody what the
Yeah,
party
yeah,
looks
yeah.
like, and
Sure you will.
and other people will be demoing their games. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, you guys
Way
will be
down
there
the
too.
list.
Really excited about that. You'll see more more news about that in the weeks to come.
Mm.
Cool. Reza had a question, but I think I'm not sure what it is. So we're never trying to ignore your questions, by the way.
Good question. It's very subjective.
There are no bad questions.
I disagree.
Of course you would.
But that's like when you're in like 3rd grade and your teacher says, "Now, Timmy, there's no stupid questions," and then Timmy says something really stupid, and everyone else like, and that just teaches all the kids that there are stupid questions, which really goes against what the teacher was trying to do. I'm not saying your question was stupid. We didn't actually see your question.
No, we just didn't know what your question was. No, but sometimes people think that we ignore their questions, and it's not true. Sometimes we just don't see them, or we miss them, or whatever. So you can always just, of course, we like you, Pineapple Reaper. It's a funny name.
Now I want pineapple.
Yeah, that would be cool. All right, guys. We will see you soon. Keep tuned in to social media, news feeds, and all that jazz for more info on the next stream.
Did you know that a pineapple is actually a bunch of little fruits that actually all grow together to make one big fruit?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, they grow little fruit, and as they grow, they merge together into one big fruit.
True.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, thanks, guys. We will see you soon. Bye.
Pineapple. Wikipedia.
Yeah, do it. Later.